Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So obviously I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. It's going to be a first impressions of all of the new Rare Beauty stuff. So I basically bought almost everything, not every single shade that they have of everything, but I bought one of everything. Let me show you. So I literally have the mist, the primer, the blush, the foundation, 2 concealers, and then the highlighter as well. And then I also got the matte lip cream, that's the one that I'm wearing right now, and then 2 of their lip balms as well. So yeah, so we're just gonna be testing this out. I'm gonna be doing this look for you, and yeah, and then we'll do some check-ins at the end of the day. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. So I'm gonna start off with primer. This is like the illuminating primer. So I don't know if you have to shake this or not, but I was watching a lot of reviews on this already just because I was trying to decide if I should get this. And a lot of people said that this isn't actually that hydrating. It is more illuminating. So I do recommend, if you have dry skin, to apply a hydrating base under this. This actually feels pretty nice. Like, it's not the most hydrating thing. Like, for example, like my Bobbi Brown face base, like that's really hydrating. But this one feels really nice. I like that it's silicone free, so it's a gel formula, I believe. I mean, it feels like a gel formula. Yeah, so you can see already like the glow that that gives. You see that? Oh my goodness. Maybe I shouldn't have put it on my T-zone, but you know what? If Selena puts it everywhere, I'm gonna put it everywhere. So yeah, so that feels really nice, and it is kind of tacky, which I think is really nice, especially when you're applying foundation. If it's tacky, then the foundation will adhere to the skin more. Alrighty, so next I have the foundation. So I actually have the same shade as Selena, which is 250W. I was really nervous about the shade because I've seen Selena's skin and she's pretty fair. I mean, not like super fair, but she seems way lighter than I am. But when I took the quiz on Sephora, and I literally did the quiz for so many different my foundations, I think I foundation matched it with like 7 different ones, and it all gave me the same one. So I am in the shade 250W because I feel like the swatch online looks a lot darker and a lot more peachy, whereas actually in person this is actually a lot more yellowy, ironically, even though the shade is supposed to be like a natural peach beige, I think. But anyways, let me give you a little swatch just in case. Oh yeah, like everyone says, it is super liquidy. So if you can see that, it is super liquidy. Like if I tipped this bottle over, it would definitely spill. But I personally love the doe foot applicator. I know some people don't like it, like they don't think it's that hygienic, but I don't know, I think it's really fun. Alrighty, let me just show you a little swatch. I know the lighting isn't very good, but so this is a swatch of the shade 250W if you want to screenshot this and try to compare it against your face, because that's what I was trying to do. But all the videos that I saw, nobody was like showing a solid close-up of the swatch, or the swatch was kind of like thrown off from the lights. But I am by the window right now too, so this is pretty accurate to what the shade looks like in person, because I've seen some people's videos like the shade looks kind of washed out. But anyway, so I'm just gonna apply it everywhere. I'm gonna do 1 layer just to see if it's like buildable or not, because obviously I do have a lot of acne scars on my chin, so I want to see how much the foundation covers. But the foundation is really light, like what everyone says, like how they call it an elixir. It's very thin, very fluid, which I think would be perfect for the summertime, even though summertime is already almost over. So I didn't buy her sponge, so I'm just gonna be using my Morphe sponge, and then we're just gonna bounce that in. And then I was interested in buying the brush, but I already bought so much makeup, I should not be buying more brushes. Oh wow, it blends in really nice. I don't know about you guys, but I do have like some foundations that when I bounce like a beauty blender into my skin, it kind of makes it like splotchy. I don't know why. Oh wow, it looks really nice. Okay, I'm gonna give you a close-up of my skin. Again, I have very textured skin, a lot of acne scars, but I just want to see if even if my camera can just kind of show you the texture of it with the foundation on it alone with no concealer. Do you see how nice that is? So you can still see my acne scars, and I still have some breakouts right over here, but do you see how like reflective my face looks? And then again, you can still see my acne scars, and then you can see on my forehead too, it literally looks like skin. Like, it's crazy. how nice that looks. Oh, I'm pleasantly surprised about how that came out. Just because I was watching some people's other videos, and I don't know, like when you already have like perfect skin and then people apply foundation on it, I'm like, okay, well this might not be applicable to me because I have really textured skin, but it looks really nice. And then the primer actually, I think, looks great on top of this. Alrighty, so next up I do have the concealer as well. It has the same type of packaging as the foundation does, but obviously it's just a little smaller. I actually did read somewhere that the reason why there's a ball on top, it's supposed to help with like dexterity, like some people that can't really open things easily, that the ball is to kind of help, like, so you can open it in two different ways, like from here and right here, which I thought was a really nice little touch that like Selena thought out, or just her team thought out. So I thought that was really, really cool. But anyways, so again, I have the foundation in the shade 250W, and then I have the concealer in 230N, and the corresponding concealer in 250W. So I'm first going to use the shade 250 to cover like my acne scars and stuff, and then I'll use the 230N to go under my eyes, just because that one is supposed to be a little bit lighter. But oh my god, the texture of my skin looks so good. Like, this is crazy. But again, a lot of foundations can look good right away, but then there are some foundations that look horrible right away, and then they look even worse as time goes on. But I'm just gonna put some right here where I have some redness, and then honestly I'm not gonna put any on my forehead. I think it's okay, but I'm gonna put it right there, and then I'm just gonna blend it out. I know some people are saying that this foundation is like a medium to full, but I don't feel like it's medium to full. I mean, it did have really good coverage, like it really evened out my entire skin tone, but I would say like medium. And maybe if you build it up and add another layer, you maybe can do full. But to me, full coverage is like full coverage is like the Hourglass foundation is full coverage, right? I think this is like a solid medium coverage, and then if you mix it in with like a moisturizer, you can sheer it out even more, which is really nice. But okay, I don't think the concealer is full coverage, so you can still see my acne scars right here, but I'm fine with it, you know, the whole concept, letting my imperfections show, because I'm rare. Alrighty, so this is the shade 230N, so this actually is supposed to be a little more neutral, but I'm gonna be putting it under my eyes. It might be a mistake, but you know, so. But I don't like the super highlighted look. Personally, that's just like my vibe, so I think this is a little bit light enough. I also didn't buy her concealer brush just because I bought the Hourglass concealer brush already, like literally like 2 weeks ago, so I don't need another concealer brush. Oh wow, that blended out really nicely. Okay, great. So that is the base done. Oh wait, I'm just gonna powder a little bit. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna powder underneath my eyes. So I didn't buy her powder, so I'm just using my NARS powder. It's like this really light blotting powder, which is kind of similar to her powder puff thing. Not really, but kind of. So I'm just gonna do underneath my eyes, and then a little bit on the sides of my nose, and then right here, and then on my chin area where I applied the concealer, I'm gonna put a good amount. But I'm gonna leave my cheeks bare just because I'm still gonna apply cream bronzer and cream blush. Alright, so you can still see how glowy like my cheeks are, but I did mattify a little bit through the center. Most of her products are cream, like the highlighter and the blush. I thought I would just use a cream bronzer as well, so I have the Fenty one in the shade Macchiato, and then I have the corresponding Fenty brush, but you can use whatever bronzer brush you like. And then just gonna tap it in. Alrighty, so I just finished my bronzer on the perimeter of my face. And then I'm gonna do my brows off camera because I didn't buy her new eyebrow pencil, just because, I don't know, I don't need a new eyebrow pencil, and I feel like I've seen a lot of reviews on it, and her eyebrow pencil just seemed a little too soft and a little too pigmented, and I like a more drier textured brow pencil, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so my brows are finally on, so I'm going to be using the most exciting thing, honestly. Well, the foundation I was actually really excited for, but the blush I was super excited for. So I have it in the shade Joy. So it's like this kind of like deep, like this deep coral color, but it's like super, super pigmented. So this is what it looks like, but obviously this is what it looks like just pure. So obviously I'm gonna sheer it out and dot it on my face, but this is basically what the shade looks like just on its own. So I'm just gonna dot this on my face. It's super pigmented, so I feel like even just, I'm just gonna put like 2 dots like that, and then, so it's really pigmented, but it shears out like really nicely and just gives you kind of like that like flush look, which I think is really nice. And I do like to apply my blush like higher on my cheekbones, so I actually like to do both, a little bit in the center of my cheeks and then a little bit up just to kind of like raise my face a little. But yeah, I love this blush so much, oh my goodness. And then the last step in the base routine, I did get a highlighter as well. So I got the highlighter in the shade Mesmerize. Apparently this one is Selena's favorite, so I think it's funny because I got her favorite blush, which is Joy. I have her foundation shade, and I have her favorite highlighter shade, which is Mesmerize. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna put this on the high points of my cheeks, just like this. I know some people use their fingers, but I'm just gonna use a brush, and then I like to put a little bit below my brow bone too. So I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques, I think it's like the face setting brush, but just kind of like feather that out like this. Do you see that? Oof. I like how it kind of looks like your skin is just like super dewy and glowy, because you know how there's some highlighters when you look straight ahead you can see the highlighter, like the glitter, whereas this one literally just looks like a sheen. Some people might say you look sweaty, but I really like it. See, just like full on, it just looks like a little sheen, which I think is really pretty. And then let me give you a swatch of it really quick before I forget. So it's kind of like this rose gold pink color. So this is what it looks like just full on, obviously not sheared out. So it's basically kind of like this light rose gold color, and then when you shear it out, it's like that. Obviously this is way more pigmented because I put so much in one surface area, but when you shear it out on the cheeks it actually looks really natural and nice. Alrighty, so all I have left are actually the lip products. So I got one of the matte liquid creams, something like that. What is this called? Yeah, matte lip cream. Oh, okay. So I got one of the matte lip creams, and then I got 2 of the balms. So let me just swatch them for you. So I got the color Blessed and the color Praise. So one is more of like a nudie color, and then the other one's like a coral. So let me swatch it. So this one is the color Praise, and they're actually really pigmented. A lot of people say the same thing. These are more like sheer lipsticks as opposed to like tinted lip balms, because tinted lip balms do not have this much coverage. And then I literally bought this one Blessed because she has this one picture in her ad campaign where she's like squeezing her face, and I just think she looks so cute, and her lip color is like it's just something so like cute about it. I don't know. Alrighty, so these are the swatches. So this one is Praise. This is the one that's in her ad campaign when her face is like squeezed together. I think her lips look so cute. And then this is the color Praise. So one is obviously more of like a brighter pink, and then this one is more of like a neutral kind of terracotta color. Okay, I think I'm gonna try Blessed today just because I haven't tried it. Yeah, so it's a pretty like bright pink color. I feel like my lips are a lot more pigmented than hers are naturally, so hers kind of look brighter, where on mine it does look like a deeper pink. But I actually really want to try the lip cream, so I'm going to wipe this off and then put the matte lip cream for you guys. Oh, and then also really quick, so when I did buy this one in store, so this is the one that came in the mail, my lips were dry at the time. So right after I went to Sephora, I went straight into my car and I applied the lip cream, but at the time like I didn't have any chapstick on, so my lips were dry and peely. And I did notice that this is more of a sheer lipstick. It's not a tinted lip balm, and by that I mean this isn't very hydrating. Like, it is very glossy and shiny, but this is not a tinted lip balm. So if your lips are dehydrated, this isn't gonna cut the mustard. Like, you definitely should apply lip balm, and then you can wipe the lip balm off after it like soaks into your lips, and just wipe off the excess, and then put this on, and then it's gonna look really nice. Because when I tried this on yesterday, oh, it did not look good. I really thought of returning it, but then I put it on again after I gave my lips like a proper scrub, and then it looked really good. So just a little info, if anybody is buying this for a lip balm, I don't think it's hydrating enough to be a lip balm. Alrighty, so I'm gonna apply the lip cream now. I'm actually really excited. I haven't even like swatched this or anything. So let me put it on first and then I'll swatch it for you. But oh wow, the color of this, I kind of love and adore. Oh my goodness. Done. See, I was kind of nervous because I am not a liquid lipstick girl at all. Like, I don't even have one, not even one, because my lips get so dry. That's why I'm so picky with my lip balms, like extremely picky. But on first application, this is really nice. Like, I would even think to buy more of these. Oh my goodness, the texture of it is so nice. Like, oh my goodness. Like, obviously, let me give it maybe like 15 minutes and see if it starts to like crack or something, or if I start getting like that like white line of like dead skin. You know what I'm talking about. But honestly, like, this is, I dig it. Not even just the color, like the finish of it is so nice. It's literally just kind of like a really nice little like wash, but like a matte wash of color, because it's not crazy where I feel like it's kind of caked on. Because I've seen like the Anastasia, Beverly Hills, their liquid lipsticks, and when people put it on, it's like a thick layer on top of their lips, whereas this looks really nice. Okay, I'm gonna apply some mascara and liquid liner, just because I didn't buy her liquid liner, just because I'm not a liquid liner. I don't wear liquid liner that often, so I didn't need a new one. But I'm gonna apply it just because that's Selena's go-to look, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so this is the final look. So I did apply some liquid liner. It's this Japanese brand one, and then just some mascara just to kind of complete the look. So let me give you a little close-up of my face right now. My skin does look really, really natural. It looks super radiant, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I just really like the finish of it. For me and my skin in particular, foundations kind of, I don't know, they just settle weird. Even like right after application, like it either looks overly matte or it just kind of makes me look super textured. But this literally looks like skin. And I'm really surprised that the foundation matched me like spot on. So that means me and Selena Gomez have the same skin tone. Like, that is crazy. And then the last step is actually gonna be her spray. So I did hear people say that they did have to shake it. And I just love the packaging. Like, it's so simple and cute. But I always get afraid of like the first spray because you have to like test it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it smells like a moisturizer or something. I don't think this is supposed to make your makeup last longer. I really feel like it's just supposed to just kind of, if you have powder, just to kind of make everything look dewy and natural. But yeah, you can see like it made my skin even dewier, so that was really nice. I think I'm gonna add a little bit extra. And the foundation is a spot on match, like spot on. I'm so surprised because I know when you go into store at Sephora now, like you can't swatch anything. So I was literally just going on like instinct. Even the shade for under my eyes, I think this is really nice. I know Selena Gomez uses 210 and I think for under her eyes, and I use 230, but I don't like super under eye brightening. Like, that's not really my vibe. But yeah, let me actually swatch the foundation and concealers right next to each other just so you guys can see it, and then you guys can screenshot it if you want to, just kind of compare. So you always have to shake the foundation just to remind you, and then so like the pigments can like all come together. So I'm gonna swatch the foundation, and then I'm gonna do the concealers back to back. Alrighty, so this is the foundation in 250W, and then this is actually the corresponding concealer. So this is the 250W concealer, but it actually does look a little bit lighter, just like maybe like slightly lighter. And then this is 230N, so you can already see them side by side, how this is a lot more like yellowy, and then this one is a lot more neutral. You can really see how neutral that is. So yeah, so I hope that kind of helped you, because I know you can't swatch in store, because I feel like a lot of people are going to be looking at 250W, especially since it's Selena's shade. Alrighty, so I am going to be doing 2 other check-ins. So I actually am putting on the foundation pretty late in the day, only because my package just arrived. So right now it is 2:45. So I'll probably do at least 2 check-ins at the end of the night, and then we'll just see how this wears. So again, let me just reiterate, I didn't set my entire face. I only set my T-zone and my chin area. And usually my chin area is usually the first first spot that starts to break down. And I do have to say that I am going to be wearing a mask later on because I'm going to be getting dinner with my friends. So if it does rub off, it's honestly because of the mask too, but you can still kind of just see like the breakdown of like how the foundation is, especially on my forehead too, since I'm not going to be wearing a mask. And like I do cake up around my forehead, like this area right here, like between my eyebrows, gets so dry. Like, so yeah, I'll see you guys in my next check-in. Alrighty guys, so this is gonna be the first check-in. So I brought my camera, but I forgot to put my memory card back in, so unfortunately like the quality isn't gonna be like as good on my phone, but I'll still tell you what it looks like if you can't properly see it. First thing I do have to say is that my under eyes are creasing. Like, I don't think my phone camera can pick it up because I have the 8+, so the quality is not very good, but there is some creasing right over here. I think you can kind of see it right there. So like obviously if I dab it out, it'll be okay, but so there is some creasing, and I did set my under eyes as well. But the actual base still looks good, but there is some texture right over here. Not really texture, but more you can kind of just see like the dry patches are coming in. So for my skin type, that's very common. Like my cheek area gets dry, like my chin area is oily, but as like foundation breaks down, like it gets that like dryness. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but my T-zone does get really oily, and so does my chin especially. And then so it cakes up throughout the day because like it starts breaking down and it just gets dry. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. But so between right here, my eyebrows, usually it does get dry over here, but it actually looks really, really good. So that's one positive thing. But yeah, so right here, my camera can't pick it up, but it is getting a little bit dry right over here, like kind of patchy, like where the highlighter and the foundation are on top of each other. It is getting kind of dry. But my chin hasn't broken down yet. It hasn't gotten dry. I really wish I could have filmed this on my camera. I'm really, really sorry. But yeah, so this is the first check-in, but so far so good. Alrighty guys, so it's gonna be the final check-in of the night. So right now it is 10:30. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is 10:30 right now. So I've had this on since 2:45, I believe. So about like a little bit over 7 hours, I would say. And obviously the lip cream completely came off, but I was eating, I was drinking soup, I had noodles, dumplings, I had some boba, and I never reapplied it. But this lip cream honestly like didn't leave my mouth like at all. And on top of that, I haven't applied lip balm or lip gloss or anything on my lips since the lip cream, and my lips don't feel dry. Like, never once throughout the night was I like, oh my god, I need lip balm right now, and I would have to like lick my lips, which obviously makes it worse. But so the lip cream I actually highly recommend. And then in terms of my base, it actually held on pretty well. Again, like I didn't blot or anything, so you can totally see how shiny my forehead is. Do you see this, just like this oil? I didn't touch up or do anything, no powder or nothing. So if you touched it up throughout the night, I definitely think you can get rid of that shine if that bothers you. In terms of like my cheek area, it actually still looks really nice. Like obviously the blush kind of faded a little bit, so I feel like the blush maybe faded in like 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, it actually still looks really good. Like obviously like my eyeliner and stuff is a mess. I was crying earlier, so don't even disregard the liner, because that's not, I didn't even buy Selena Gomez's liner. And then mind you, I was wearing a mask too, and my mask is like this big. It was like my big boba mask, so it definitely like rubbed a little bit off of my chin and then on top of my nose, so that's why my nose is like kind of pink right now. But all in all, it actually wears really well throughout the day, which I was kind of nervous because I was reading one negative review about it. I think it was like E! News or Glamour or something. They reviewed all of the products, and they actually said that the foundation over time, like it cakes up. But for me personally, I feel like it wore really well. Obviously the coverage kind of went away right here, but a lot of times I feel like when foundations break down, for me, it gets really dry and patchy, and it just looks so bad. Even though the coverage kind of disappeared, it like disappeared really like natural and even. But yeah, all in all, it actually looks pretty good still. I'm happy with the way that this looks right now. Alrighty, so basically to just round it up, my top favorite products of the Rare Beauty line are definitely gonna be these 4 products. So I personally really like this primer. I love the texture of it. I love it more than the Fenty hydrating primer, and I've been having that one. I think I've been using it for at least like like over 6 months for sure. And I love this one more. The Fenty one does have silicone in it, but this one doesn't have silicone, so I loved it. Like the way it made my makeup just like it just looks so good. I don't know how to describe it. The foundation for sure, like not even just the fact that the color match was just so perfect, but just the fact of how it wears throughout the day, because there's some foundations that'll look good right when you put it on, and then maybe 3 to 4 hours later the way it breaks down is so bad. So love the foundation. And then these ones are my other hero products, the blush Enjoy, and then the lip cream. Oh my god, the lip cream is so good. Okay, if you already have a good foundation routine that you love, you don't need to buy the foundation, but I highly recommend their blush and their matte lip creams, especially if you're like me and you're super picky with lip products and your lips are always really dry and you just never even like go that route. Just try the lip cream. Like this was surprisingly amazing. And again, like I'm literally the girl that only wears Dior lip glow. That's it. That's all I wear, because everything else just like it just pills and it just doesn't look good. But this looks so amazing, and it's like, I don't know, like I can't even describe it. Like my lips don't feel dry at all. Mind you, again, I haven't applied any lip balm since I put this on this morning or this afternoon. So I really highly recommend the lip creams. I definitely want to add more of both of these products. I want to buy another blush, and I definitely want to buy another lip cream. So yeah. So those are my 2 cents about Rare Beauty. Alrighty guys, so we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this pretty in-depth first impressions, I would say. If you have any questions for me about the products that I bought, just leave them down in the comments, and I usually reply to almost all of my comments within 24 hours. So yeah, as always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.